Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A God.
You gonna learn today.
I just told you. That's who I think
You
I
gonna
am.
learn today.
Nobody pray for me. It been that day for me. Yeah, be humble. Be humble. Be humble.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Brandon Hosey for the Be Humble Podcast, episode 2. Tonight we're going to be talking about the wonderful world of online dating. Yes, online dating. It's 2017. There's nothing wrong with that, right? You know, what's wrong with online dating? It's funny because this is a topic I feel like I'm really in tune with. You know, I've been on online dating for a while now. I'm talking like MySpace days. So I'm definitely experienced, and I definitely got a lot to say about it. So we're gonna get to it, and I'm gonna let y'all know what I think. You know, we're gonna talk about the different sites, what I like best, what I don't like, and my experiences. So I think the real question is like, it's not like who's online dating, it's like who's not online dating, who haven't dated online these days. You would be surprised. I mean, you can ask a friend, ask a coworker. I'm sure they'll tell you like they've dated somebody online. Everybody has an experience. I have lots of them, so we're gonna talk about it. But first, let's talk about the different sites. I know there's a ton of them, so I'm just gonna just discuss or just point out the top ones, my top three. Number one is POF, Plenty of Fish. With Plenty of Fish, I mean, I think it's an interesting site because it's such a variety, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Then there's Bumble, which is kind of a new site or whatever. With Bumble, what I like is that females, they have to respond first, which is very unique, and it really gets things going. Then last but not least, we have Tinder, which is now known as the hookup site. And it's debatable whether Tinder is a hookup site. It's all on how you approach it. So what I like best, let's start with POF. Like I said, it's all about variety, and opportunity and fun. I think that's the overall, I think that's what people get from social media. Well, not social media, online dating. They get variety. There's so many options out there, so much opportunity. Like, yeah, you can meet somebody at work, you can meet somebody at the store or other places, but nowadays people busy, and people so busy like on their phones and social media that they don't really have time or make time to date. So like, online dating, it's a huge opportunity, to actually find somebody. And people are on there for different reasons, which we'll talk about that in a second. But those are things that I really like about POF, just the variety. With Bumble, like I said, I love the fact that females have to make the first move. So you can both like each other, but you cannot reply or send a message if you're a guy until the girl, replies or says something first, which for me, that lets me know that the girl is serious. And when she's serious, that's when the conversation starts flowing, because if she not, then the messages disappear. So it's like, she really wasn't, she was probably just tapping crazy, like guys do. So that's what I like about Bumble. Then with Tinder is kind of like going downhill. So many like fake profiles and robots on there. But I try to stay away from Tinder, man. But it's rep. It's like with Tinder, you kind of know what you get, and like I said, people starting to see Tinder as a hookup site. So if that's what you're looking for, I guess you can easily find it on Tinder. So it could be good for some people. But it's whatever. It's about what you're looking for. Everybody on there for different things. So what we're gonna talk about is what I like. I talked about what I like best about each one, but what I like best overall, besides variety, opportunity, and fun, all of that. Let's see. I feel like if you're serious, it's really potential to find somebody else that's serious. You can really find your soulmate online dating, believe it or not. I think that if you put yourself out there that way, then you can find them, him or her, whatever. It's just because of that variety. It's like your chances is very high. to find that right person. But you have to find the person that's really like on your level and that's being honest about what they want. And that becomes a problem. It's a lot of people on there that's not honest about what they're looking for or what they want. Maybe they're afraid to say it. Some of the sites, they have like options to pretty much tell you what I'm looking for. Like, oh, I'm just looking to hook up, pretty much. I'm just looking to chill. I'm looking for marriage. I'm just looking for a friend. But even with those options, people still like lie about what they want or what they're looking for. Um, and it goes back to just being in like how it is in real life. People just afraid to be judged. But what would make online dating better is if people were just super, super blunt and super honest about what they're looking for. So if you're looking for marriage, I mean, put it out there that you're looking for marriage. Don't hide it. Don't act like you're just looking for a friend when you want something that serious. Just be honest and be blunt about it. Um, the same thing, if you just looking to hook up, you looking for a booty call, be blunt about it. And hey, you never know, you might get lucky. I'm sure there's a lot of females especially that's probably, they probably are just looking to hook up, but they're not gonna put it out there like that because they don't want to feel like a hoe or whatever. Guys, I mean, guys can do the same thing. We already know the double standard. A guy can be looking for sex and it's nothing. It's thousands of them that's looking for the same thing. But if a woman put herself out like that, then people gonna look at her funny. I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably look at her funny if she just approached me that bluntly, because what they say, anything that's too easy is not worth having. So I understand it, I get it, but it can be a little frustrating when you're trying to meet somebody to satisfy your needs, so to speak, because that's all it is at the end of the day. You're trying to find somebody that satisfy your needs. I can't talk today, but whether you're lonely, you want somebody to have fun with, you want somebody to have sex with, you just want to date, you just want to get back out there, or you just just playing around, just seeing what it's about. But the challenge is just trying to find somebody that's on your level or on the same page, so to speak. And those same challenges, you can face those same challenges by meeting a person, the normal or regular way. So what I don't like about online dating, there's so much to like, but what I don't like. So number one is like the overinflated egos. I feel like, females, it's probably the same way for guys, but I can only speak on this side. So I feel like females on online dating, their egos are so overinflated because they got so many guys, hitting them up, sending them messages, saying this and that. But the thing is, what they don't realize is that, man, it's a lot of thirsty guys out there. So they gonna tell you whatever you want to hear. They gonna spit their game so they can try to get with you or try to sleep with you or whatever. So chill. That's what I'm saying. Just chill. Like, not that many guys want you. If it's not like that in real life, then it's not gonna be like that online. So just the overinflated egos. I haven't encountered too many, but I know that they're out there. And the second thing is like catfish. Oh man, catfish. I have so many experiences, but it's like, be you and do you. Like, why are you lying for? Especially if you plan on meeting somebody in person. It's like, what's the point? What's the point in putting like pictures of yourself from like 10 years ago or when you was skinny or fit and you don't really look like that now? It's like, you gonna meet the person, hopefully. I mean, that's the goal. So like, why even waste a person's time? Like, if you don't look good in person, if you're not attractive in person or whatever, then you're just not, So man, these pictures that they put on there, like, to make themselves look 10 times better, is just, it should be a crime. I mean, it should be illegal. The catfish, man, they gotta stop, man. You look how you look. You know what I do? My best way to try to weed through the catfish is I take a girl, say she has 4 pictures. If she has 4 pictures, 3 out of those 4 pictures, she has to be attractive to me, or else I'm not even, giving her the time of day. I'm not sending her a message or anything. If she has 6 pictures, 4 out of those 6 pictures she has to look good. Like she has to be attracted to me, or I know like that's just not my type. She's just not for me. If only one of her pictures is good, then that's probably the real her. I mean, that's just being honest. Um, Dang, that made me think of something else that I just forgot. It slipped my mind. But if I think about it, I'm gonna come back to it. But those are 2 things that I really, really, really dislike on online dating. But besides that, it's cool. So now I'm just gonna tell you guys about a couple experiences I had. I've had several. I'm not gonna lie. I've been dating. I've been online dating. So I've been on dates, and I'm gonna talk about 3 of them. Um, some good, some bad, but I'm gonna keep it real. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna change the name, so I don't want to put nobody out there like that, because I'm about to keep it real. I'm about to get really real. So here we go. So the first girl, we're gonna call her Tisha. Like Tisha, she hit me up first. Which it can go either way on online dating. A girl can hit you up first, or you can hit her up. But I think it's all about chemistry, just like in real life. If the chemistry is there, it's going to work. You're going to meet, point blank, period. So when I met her, she sent me a little message. I think it was like the emoji with the monkey with covering his eyes. So she was flirting. Right there, right then and there, that showed me that she is playful. I love women that's playful and has a good sense of humor. So we started talking and everything, and one thing led to another. We set up a date, or I set up the date, I shall say, and we exchanged numbers. So during that time before the date, we talked a lot. We got to know each other and everything. And one thing that I really liked about her is that she was one of those women that came off as really like put together, like one of those like basketball wives type of women, and she looked it too. I mean, she really had herself together, so that made me kind of, step my game up. So fast forward to the date night, I'm getting ready, I'm looking good, I'm looking like GQ, I had on I don't know what I had on, but I look good. Everything's short of like a suit. So I wanted to impress her, So we had plans, nice restaurant. I met her there. Met her in person. She's actually, very attractive, just like her pictures. No catfish. So I'm thinking good. Everything is going good. I'm impressed. So we started talking a little bit, eating dinner, and she's funny. She's real. She's the type of woman that I like. And the night went on, and we talked about a couple other things, and she was telling me about this baseball player that her baby's dad or whatever, which is cool. I don't know. It's kind of hard, dating women with kids. I mean, I'm actually talking to someone right now, or you can call it dating someone right now that has kids, but it's tough for a single male, but we'll talk about that in another podcast. But anyways, the point is, she was cool and she was very attractive. She just got a lot of pluses from me. And so from there, the night went on, we laughed, we talked, everything good. Then, we go to leave. So we go to leave, and she asked me, almost pretty bluntly, like, can I go to your place? And I was kind of caught off guard by it, because most women won't be that blunt. Maybe on the second date or the third date or something, but not the first date. So we drove back to my place. We started talking. I put music on, because I'm a romancer type. That's the type of person I am. It's not a game, not a gimmick. But yeah, and one thing led to another. We had amazing sex. I mean, it was amazing. Because I was attracted to her. Everything was going. My hormones was going. Everything was right. Say what you want about having sex on the first night, but I don't think it matters. I think, like, if a guy wants to be with you, he's gonna be with you. If he don't want to be with you for real, then he's not gonna be with you. Doesn't matter how long you make him wait or whatever. So that was good. The night went good. So fast forward 2 days later. So the next day, well, let's jump back real quick. So the next day we talked a little bit and everything. Everything was good. We had some more conversation. We talked about how good the other night was. So the next day come. Then she hit me up. Then I started seeing the crazy. The crazy. It always comes. Well, sometimes. But she was talking about being together and relationships, and she was like moving fast, like super fast. I mean, I'm surprised. I'm surprised she didn't ask me to marry her. But for real, like she was coming on strong, and I had to tell her, I'm like, look, we still getting to know each other. You know, I really like you. Everything is good. Don't ruin it. Don't blow it. There's no need to rush. And you know, it seemed like she was hearing it, but she just wasn't hearing it. Um, she brought up the night, you know, that our first date and how good it was and how good the sex was, and she was like, "Oh, you can't just like do somebody that good and just like expect just to be friends and all that." I'm like, we gonna get there. I can feel it, but we just gotta be cool right now and just like see how things go. But you know, long story short, she just wasn't having it. She did everything short of cuss me out pretty much. And you know, the funny thing is, even after that conversation, we seen each other a few more times. You know, we kind of went down that friends with benefits relationships. Um, you know, probably seen her probably like 5 more times or so. And so eventually, it just came to a point where we was two different people. You know, she didn't like the way I was. I didn't like the way she was, and it just didn't work out. Then, you know, the funny thing about that is, fast forward, you know, maybe like a month after that, after we just stopped seeing each other, you know, we started talking again, and we was cool. Everything was good, you know. But sometimes people just aren't right for each other. Sometimes people just move too fast, too slow. That's what I was talking about. You got to be on the same page about what you want and all of that. So that was one experience. So let's get to the next one. So this is a completely different site, completely different type of woman. We're gonna call her Jessica. So I met Jessica, and right off bat, she seemed pretty cool. She was a teacher. She was fun. She's the type that, you know, to take care of her man. You know, the type that look out for him, and that likes to do stuff. I like how adventurous she was. We went on dates. We talked and got to know each other. We were spending a lot of time together. One thing we did not do was have sex. So even though it was on my mind, I'm sure it was on her mind. I'm gonna fast forward and tell you why. Okay, so after all this time spent together, all of these dates, you know, everything's looking good. She was another one that seemed like, okay, this could work. She could be the one. Okay, so one time we just laying, we chilling, and she dropped the bomb on me. She said, "I know you're wondering why we haven't had sex or anything." Then she was like, "I want to be honest with you, you know." Then she told me that she has herpes. The way she said it, like she didn't just say herpes like straight up. She used the technical term and everything, which made me have to like look it up. But so we did not have sex, and the reason why, I mean, for one, you know, I'm thankful that she let me know. She didn't have to let me know. She could have just been like whatever, you know, but I am, you know, thankful that she let me know. It shows the type of person she was. And the reason I chose to not pursue her is because I feel like this, you know, STDs are real. You know, STDs that happen, it's real. But the thing is, I feel like if you're gonna marry a person, or if you're already married, no, take that back. If you're gonna marry a person, then maybe yes, I could see. If you get to know a person, you love everything about him or her or whatever, and you say like, okay, I want to marry this person, and I don't care, like that's all I want is to be with this person, and that person tells you that they have herpes, maybe you can get over it, maybe you can still have sex, and you know, because you're gonna be together anyways. You can go along, you can have kids and all of that. But my thing was this: if you just having sex with a person that has herpes, more than likely you're gonna get it. Then when the relationship ends, which it could be, 3 weeks or whatever, then guess what? You're stuck with herpes and that person gets to go on with their life. Yeah, they still have herpes, but they've been had herpes. Now the only thing that you got from the relationship is herpes. So I just wasn't with that, and needless to say, I just had to move on. Like I said, Jessica, she's an amazing woman. I'm sure she's gonna find somebody, but just not for me. I'm just, like I said, I'm happy, I'm grateful that she just let me know and she kept it real. But that's what you get. So last but not least, I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. We're gonna call her Mary. She's somebody that I'm talking to now, and when I met her, same thing, great chemistry. We talked a lot or whatever, but I feel like we just didn't have the opportunity to really grow and get to know each other before I moved away. So I kind of just let it go. I don't have much expectations when it comes to online dating. I mean, I don't expect anything to just happen. I don't go in there looking for marriage. In my mind, mentally, like, oh, I'm like, I hope I find my soulmate and somebody that I can marry. But, I just keep that to myself and just play it cool. So she was another one that I felt like, okay, she could be the one, but we just never really had that time because, I was moving away, and truthfully, I never should have been dating at that time. So we kind of like lost touch or whatever. Then, eventually when I started thinking about moving back, we started talking a little bit more and getting to know each other more. I would visit. When I would visit, I would see her and everything, and I'm like, okay, this could really work. She has what I like. She's a cool woman. She's down to earth. Just fun to be around, and just a person I can picture myself marrying. So right now I'm just seeing how that goes. Who knows if it would turn out like another one of these stories, but I'm hoping that it doesn't. I do know that she doesn't have herpes. Maybe. She haven't told me. But yeah, I'm sure she doesn't. And I'm sure she's not crazy. Well, I haven't seen that side of her yet, so you never know. But my point is, I'm being funny, but my point is, you never know what you're gonna get until you get it. And once you know, it could be too late, or it could be the best thing that ever happened to you. And that's what I love about the experience of online dating. It's so random. It's so many varieties. It's so much opportunity. It's fun if you do it the right, safe way. And you never know. You can meet, your soulmate, your future wife, your future husband, or just a good friend, or they could end up nobody, but you just never know. So my whole thing is just take chances. If you out there, you lonely, you bored, you single, then give it a chance and just see what's out there. It's an opportunity, it's a chance, so take it. But anyways, that's it. That's just my my 2 cents on online dating. This has been episode 2 of the Be Humble podcast. Stay tuned for episode 3 coming soon. But until then, live life, love life, and be humble.